There is someone you have not spoken to in months, maybe years. Someone who hurt you, drained you, or left you worse than they found you. And yet, at 2 a.m., when the world goes quiet, your brain pulls them back. Their voice, their laugh. And you hate that you miss them, but you cannot stop. This is not weakness. This is not you being broken. This is something wired into you long before you ever met them. Your brain does not think in terms of good and bad. It thinks in terms of familiar and unfamiliar. And familiar, no matter how painful, always feels safer than the unknown. Researcher Helen Fisher at Rutgers University found that the same brain regions that activate during romantic attachment are the exact same ones that activate during addiction. When you miss someone who hurt you, your brain is not reminiscing. It is craving. You are not weak for missing them. You're experiencing withdrawal. When you were with that person, your brain was releasing dopamine. Not because they were good for you, because they were unpredictable. And unpredictability is the most powerful dopamine trigger that exists. It is the same mechanism behind slot machines. The reward is not the win. The reward is the not knowing. That person gave you almost, over and over, and your brain got hooked on it. Psychologist Bessel van der Kolk described something called the compulsion to repeat. Humans are neurologically drawn back to unresolved pain, not because they want the hurt, but because the brain cannot close a loop it never finished. It keeps returning to the wound because it is still trying to heal it. So when you think of them, you're not thinking of who they actually were. You're thinking of the version of them that existed in the soft moments. The moments that made you think this time would be different. Your brain put those moments on a highlight reel, and it plays that reel at night when your defenses are down. But that reel is edited. The full film has scenes your brain quietly cut. The times you cried in the car. The times you bent yourself into someone you did not recognize. The brain softens those edges because unresolved pain is neurologically expensive, so it keeps what felt like love and blurs what felt like destruction. Researcher Naomi Eisenberger at UCLA found that social rejection activates the same neural pathways as physical injury. Losing someone, even someone harmful, registers in your brain as damage to your body. You were not being dramatic. It actually hurt. And here is the part nobody tells you. The people your brain misses most are not the ones who were consistently kind. They are the ones who were intermittently kind. John Bowlby and Mary Ainsworth's research on attachment found that intermittent reinforcement creates the strongest emotional bonds of all. When warmth and withdrawal alternate, it creates anxious attachment. And anxiously attached bonds are harder to break than secure ones. Because a secure relationship feels like ground, you relax into it. But an intermittent one keeps you permanently reaching, permanently hoping, permanently bonded, even after it ends. The ending does not erase the training. You can know, with complete clarity, that someone was wrong for you. You can build an airtight case in your own mind, and still feel the pull. Still reach for your phone on a hard night. That is not contradiction. That is your nervous system doing exactly what it was designed to do. The heart does not run on logic. It runs on pattern. You are not missing them. You are missing the feeling of almost being chosen, almost being enough. You are grieving a future that never existed, a person who only existed in fragments. You will stop missing them, not because you will forget, but because one day your brain will finish its work. The loop will close, and you will think of them and feel not the pull, but something quieter, something more like distance, something that sounds, from the inside, almost like peace. Tonight, when the quiet comes and the memory surfaces again, You do not have to fight it. You only have to remember what it is. Your ancient brain reaching for the familiar, searching for safety, trying in the only way it knows how to bring you home. The strange thing is, it already has you. You were never as lost as it thought. You just had to wait for it to figure that out.